I'm about to get on my way to pick up my winter project, a Lotus Elise 1.8 liter injection. It's an S2 model. The guy that had it before, he ran into a fence with it, so he ripped apart the whole right hand side into pieces, so the polyester body is kind of gone. But the most important part is that the chassis, which is aluminum and glued, is still intact. The polyester shell you can just remove from it and replace it with a new shell, although that can cost quite some money as well. But then again, I was able to buy the Elise very cheap, and don't forget that the Elise at the time would have costed you 50,000 euros. And if you can buy such a thing for 5,000–6,000 euros, even with a lot of work on it, then it's certainly worthwhile the effort. So let me get on to it, and I'm going to pick up the trailer now, and then you'll see when I come back with it how things look like.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now. Let's begin now.
So we've got the car home, and to my surprise, it was not a Lotus 111, but it's a 135R, so means specially tuned, more power. It looks pretty good, so now the work can start in trying to rebuild this vehicle to the condition it was before the crash. On the left hand side it looks pretty good, but on the other side it looks a bit tacky. The left-hand side of the car was quite alright, but this side is pretty badly damaged. The guy actually hit a fence and it ripped apart the complete fiberglass body. So all this will have to be replaced. That's a pretty big job to do, but you can buy the complete shell. It's not cheap, but then again, if that's the only problem with the car, then I'm quite happy, because the structure and the chassis isn't affected at all. So when I looked closer to the car, I found out that it had the OZ racing wheels on, typically for a 135R, and that's a very, very pleasant surprise, because I wasn't aware of that initially, that it was a 135R.